Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Asian Psycho, aka Toy Sniper 98. So, welcome back to another late Wales log? Question mark? About 3 days late, 4 days, depending on how, or I should say when I get this video rendered. But that's okay, because we rolled for Hutel and Homa, or Homa, well yeah, technically I did for a roll for Homa, and Thoma, that was the name I wanted to say. Kind of funny that you can put Homa in Thoma's name. Kick. Anyways, let's go over what I've changed or worked on for the past month. Ganyu, nothing changed with her, I don't think. Yeah, don't think so. Mona, I think I've already mentioned that I decided to combine her copies of Skyward Atlas together because I had 2 spare copies and nobody was reusing them at the moment, so I was like, I guess I'll just give it to Mona because, you know, might as well do that instead of just having those 2 copies just sitting around my account collecting dust. But I believe I've already done that last month. And in fact, I'm pretty sure I've already shown you guys that last month too. Yoimiya, let's see. I gave her 2 crowns. I believe we've been able to get 2 more crowns over the past month, or over the course of the past month specifically. So naturally, I level up her E and her normal attack. Her ult will be crowned at some point whenever it is that we get our next crown. And in fact, I'm pretty sure. Actually, I'm not actually sure since I'm at the Inazuma Temple here, on top of whatever this is, the Narukami Shrine, Grand Narukami Shrine. I think the Sakura tree, the tree progression, has 1 more crown in it, or am I just on hopium that it does have it does in fact have another crown? I think it's already given us like 2 or at least 1 crown, maybe even 2. I don't remember. But yeah, right now, as of this version, you can only reach level 40, and it should have 50 levels total. Oh yeah, so it does have at least 1 more crown here. So whenever it is that they expand the Sakura tree level, yeah, I'll be able to grab myself another crown off this. I believe I have enough Electro Sickles to get to that point, right? Because each level is just 25 Sickles, Electro Sickles. And how many times does 25 go into 150 again? Is that 6 times? Am I doing my math right? Math. How does one math? Is that 7? No, 6. I think 6 is correct. Yeah, 6. So, if I were to check the rewards tab, since we're at 40, yeah. So whenever it is that they expand our max Sakura tree level, assuming they make it so that we're able to go all the way to 45 with like the next patch or the patch after that, whenever it is that they do it again, I should be able to grab this crown immediately. And when that does happen, I'll feed it right to my Yoimiya, because I do love me some good old Yoimiya. And so she'll be my 4th triple crown character, because my first one was Mona, second was Ganyu, third one was Jean. Yeah, Jean. And then the 4th one should be Yoimiya. I'll talk about my next triple crown candidate later. But for now, Yoimiya. Currently working on making a perfect Yoimiya. So there you go. Kokomi, I'm steadily leveling her talents, slowly but surely, because I believe she takes these things, Hellfire Butterflies. I believe my Sarah, where's my Sarah? My Sarah is already max talents, or as far as I'm willing to take her for now, because obviously you're not really going to use Sarah for her normal attacks, so her being at talent level 6 is okay, is good enough. But I did, in the meantime, get her skill and her ult level up to 9, or technically 12 with her constellations. So I do plan on using all the, what are these, Ashen Hearts. The Ashen Heart drops from the Signora weekly fights, and just converting them into either Raiden's materials, which I think are called Molten Hearts. Yeah, or no, sorry, Molten Hearts are... Is there a thing called Molten Hearts? No, I'm probably just combining names by this point. But either I'll convert the Ashen Hearts into Molten Moments for Raiden, are the ones that Kokomi uses, which I believe are called Hellfire Butterflies, these ones. For right now, because my Raiden's talents are quite high level, and by this point she'll need 2 of these things, I'll probably convert any Ashen Heart drops that I do get into Hellfire Butterflies instead. Because, let's see, Kokomi's ult should already be at level 8, so she'll start needing 2 of these things by this point for her ult, but her skill and normal attacks still need only 1. So, in my mind anyway, at the very least, it's going to be more efficient if I level up these ones first, using any of the Ashen Hearts that I get from the Senior Weeklies that I turn into Hellfire Butterflies with the dream catalysts or whatever they're called. So that's the plan, and yeah. There you go. Did I say I wanted to talk about Triple Crown candidates later? I'll talk about them now. Fuck it. I plan on having either... It's between these 3. Ayaka, Raiden, and Kokomi. Right now, I'm leaning towards either Raiden or Kokomi. Honestly, I don't think Raiden really needs it, considering she's really fucking strong. When she's at, like, at anywhere near... high level talents, and she's built properly too, which mine is, with 70% crit rate, 147 crit damage, and 264% energy recharge. So my Raiden is in a good place. She doesn't necessarily need max talents. I mean, you could argue that Kokomi doesn't either, but with how much the community's bitched about how quote unquote underpowered she is, I'm a little bit more inclined to bump her talent levels up a little further. Than Raiden's per se. So all this to say, Kokomi is looking like she's gonna be my 5th Triple Crown candidate after Yoimiya, but I don't want to say things for sure. I haven't committed. Obviously, I haven't committed to anything just yet. They're just the characters that I have in mind for my next Triple Crown characters, so on and so forth. Zhongli, no changes. Kazuha, I believe, no changes. I believe I've already told you guys about how I've built Zhao. I'm pretty sure I've already mentioned this, in case I haven't, because my memory is shit. Here you go. Here's the stats. Weapon, Primordial Jade Spear, R1. I believe I have an extra copy of this. Yeah, right there. Also level 90. Artifacts, 2-piece Glad, 2-piece Viridescent. Only C1. If he gets a rerun, I'll gladly roll some more constellations on him. And then triple nine talents. Venti, I'm still working on trying to get him an EM Viridescent Cup, but obviously those things are really fucking rare, so I'm still struggling. I'm over here, but when I do, I'll let you know. Jean, I don't believe she has any change. I mean, she's good enough as it is, honestly. I don't foresee myself changing anything about her anytime soon. Aloy, she's new, I'm pretty sure. Let's see. So, currently working on getting her to max friendship. These are her stats. They're pretty decent, I suppose. 63.7% crit rate, 26.2% crit damage, 38% energy recharge, blah, blah, blah. Lots of cryo damage bonus. I wonder where she's getting all this cryo damage bonus from. Maybe it's part of her ascension stats, I think. I don't remember. But I've given her rust, even though technically she doesn't really use the passive ability for rust. It's an attack percent bow, so I decided to give her that. If I wanted to be a little more optimal, I would probably give her something like Elegy or Scoured. I would probably level up Scoured and actually give it to Aloy if I really cared about building her optimally. I think Aloy has a 40 cost ult, so I think giving her an energy recharge bow might be a little overkill. Because she even with just 38% energy recharge, she refunds her ult crazy fast. Again, because she has an ult that only costs 40 energy, just like Amber. So remember all those jokes last year when Ganyu was gonna come out and people were joking that Ganyu was gonna be Cryo Amber, Keq W, Omega Lol. Yeah, we found the true Cryo Amber right here. I guess MiHoYo didn't forget about those memes. But anyways, obviously because Aloy is a collaboration character, she has no constellations available to her. Right now, she doesn't have an artifact set, or she's not built properly, quote unquote. This is just a mishmash of random plus 20 artifacts I just had lying around, and they just so happened to give her decent enough stats. And honestly, she performs just fine. Ideally, if I wanted to give her a proper artifact set, it would either be 4-piece noblesse because her ult cost is really low, so she can spam it and just constantly give your team the plus 20% attack bonus because of 4-piece noblesse effect. Or I would give her maybe, I don't know, actually I don't know what else I would give her. Honestly, I guess 2-piece noblesse, 2-piece cryo, or 2-piece blizzard. I actually have no idea. Honestly, I think she's probably hard. If I wanted to build her optimally, I think she'd be hard stuck on 4-piece noblesse if I want to use her seriously, because she definitely feels very supporty to me, like a burst cryo support. I know you can technically play her as a cryo DPS. The only issue, well, I believe from what I remember, she has a couple of issues when you try to run her as DPS. So good luck if you're trying to do that, because I'm not sure if I will be able to, or if I'm even willing to. But for now, she's got just a random array of artifacts, and surprisingly, they gave her a decent enough stat line. So I'm actually happy with where she is right now. Talent 666. I would get her talents up further if she didn't also take these things. It's really weird. Why does Aloy take Mondstadt talents, but she takes Inazuma weekly materials? Like, why? Who thought that was a fucking good idea? Anyways, there's Aloy. And yeah, she's also level 90. And Friendship 8, getting there. Eula, no changes. Ayaka, no changes. Raiden, have I made any changes with her? I guess talents. Her ult is at max level, without crowns, that is. Because right now, and her other talents are at level 8. So at this point, she's gonna need 2 of these molten moments. So it's gonna be quite the long process to getting her ult leveled up. But I will update you guys on that next month. Excuse me, stuffy nose. Weather's getting colder, so to be expected. Keqing. Oh yeah, I completely forgot about fucking Keqing. I suppose that's par for the course, because considering nobody uses Keqing anymore. Kek W. Yeah, she's also I guess she's my 4th triple crown character. Mona, Ganyu, Keqing, and Jean. So technically, the next triple crown candidate, my Yoimiya would be my 5th triple crown character. Sorry, Keqing, I completely forgot about you. Considering even I don't use you too much anymore. I should honestly use her more often. She's a lot of fun to play, even if she doesn't really fit the current meta right now. Fuck the meta. I use Yoimiya. So no changes with her though. Electro MC. I said I would level up her talents. But then I realize she takes these things. I'm pretty sure some other characters need this first. I think Yoimiya needs these actually. The Dragon Lord's crown. Actually, let me check. Yoimiya, do you also take these? Yeah, no wonder. Yoimiya also wants the Dragon Lord's crown, so a little bit of conflict for materials there. But yeah. Surprisingly, she does have a decent. My Electro MC actually has a decent. Actually, not just a decent one, a really fucking good stat line. Only problem is that she has 0 energy recharge, so that's a little bit of an issue. Let's see, I believe she has Primordial Jade Cutter. Yeah, I could probably give her a support energy recharge based sword. Then again, her crit rate is gonna be shot to hell, but that's okay. I'll probably just replace her crit damage circlet with like a crit rate or something like that. Pretty sure she has crit damage one, right? Yeah. Or maybe give her another artifact piece that has decent energy recharge substats to it or something. Mr. Pop-Tart. So I've tinkered around with his artifacts a little bit. I don't believe I've updated it last month, so here you go. He has 63% crit rate, 144% crit damage, and 52% energy recharge with 90% hydro damage bonus. Let's see. His weapon, he's got Polar Star. which was the last weapon before this current Staff of Homa rerun banner. I only rolled 1 Polar Star. I was debating on maybe rolling another copy for like another bow user potentially, but basically all my bow users, all my archers are they have their preferred weapons. I guess maybe with the exception of like, I don't know, Aloy, I guess, but I have a spare harp, so if I really cared about giving her a good bow, I can just level up that harp and give it to her instead. So for now, Childe remains my my only Polar Star user. But it's very good on him, and in fact, I really like how Polar Star has a higher base crit rate main stat at level 90, because I believe Harp is only 20%, right? To compare. Yeah, so Skyward Harp only has 22% at level 90, but whereas Polar Star has 33%. So that extra 10% in crit rate at level 90 over Harp makes it a lot easier to build stats on him, or any other character that you're trying to give Polar Star to, in my opinion. So. He's also running 4-piece Hydro. It could definitely be improved, though, especially considering my... I think I've told you guys in previous Whales logs, but my standards for DPS characters in terms of their crit stats, if they're holding like a crit stat-related weapon, either crit rate or crit damage, is that ideally I want them to be at around 60 or 70% crit rate with 200% crit damage. But obviously you can see that my Pop-Tart has nowhere near enough crit damage to suit my tastes, or my personal minimum threshold. So that should show you how much improvement his artifacts have in store for them. So because I have, how many frag resins do I have at this point? I have 53 frag resins, and I'll probably collect some more in the meantime. I do plan on degen farming the Hydro and Cryo domain to try to see if I can get better artifacts for Pop-Tart, Kokomi, and Mona, possibly Ganyu too. So I will try to see if I can get better ones for Tartaglia, because he's in the most dire need of better artifacts. I mean, I say dire like it's like, oh my god, he's gonna die if he doesn't get better artifacts, or like I need him to have better artifacts. But first of all, I don't even use them that much. Second of all, he's perfectly good enough as it is. I mean, if I weren't to most people, 63 crit rate and 144 crit damage is perfectly serviceable. It's just that I tend to have high standards for myself on my own account. So yeah, I would like him to have 200% crit damage, but we'll see what the future holds. I think I already showed you guys his artifact sets, or a set, 4-piece Hydro. He is C6. He was already C6 even before his last raid up a couple weeks ago, or I should say last week. So don't need to worry about him. Max talents as well. Spent a little time gathering some materials to get him to max talents. So yeah, that's Pop-Tart. Hu Tao, I didn't change her artifact set. She still has the same stat line with R1 level 90 Homa and 2-piece Tenacity, 2-piece Crimson. But what did change is I was able to get 3 more levels for her. So she's sitting pretty now at C4. I don't think I will C6 her. Yeah, I don't really feel too inclined to get her to C6. I think she was already perfectly good at C1. So C4 is like I'm sitting real pretty. Hu Tao is cute and all, but I don't simp for her as hard as some other people do. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Hu Tao is a great character, and her voice actress is also fantastic. But for me personally, I think my Hu Tao is perfectly okay at C4. So yeah, talents 9, 12, 9. Thanks to I think C3. C3 is usually the constellation that increases either skill or ult. Actually, that's kind of weird. Actually, Hu Tao's C3, I suppose, upgrades her skill. Is that what it does? Yeah, I suppose it does. Yeah, skill to guide to the afterlife. Yeah, because this is her ult. This is her skill. Usually C3s bump up your ult first, and then C5s bump up the character's skill, but I guess for Hu Tao it's reversed. I guess that makes sense, because Hu Tao's ult is a fucking nuke. So suppose they wanted. I suppose miHoYo wanted her skill to be leveled up first with her C3 rather than her ult. But that's okay. That's fine. Even without the C5 upgrade, my Hu Tao's ult fucking hits like a truck. So I do not mind. But yeah, my Hu Tao is sitting pretty, buffed up to C4. Mr. D Luke, I think he's still sitting at C5. Yeah, C5. I believe I might have gotten a constellation of him at some point over the past month. I don't recall, because I think the last Whales log video I made, he was at only C4. So I think I got a C5 constellation at some point over the past month. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm just not remembering correctly. But either way, he's at C5, almost at C6. I think I got a spare Keqing spook during my Hu Tao rolls yesterday or the other day, earlier this week, whenever it was. So if that had been like D Luke, then it would have been perfect. But oh well. Ningguang, haven't changed her. Rosaria, I haven't changed her artifacts. Her artifacts, I think I mentioned this before, but her artifacts could use a little bit of improvement, but it's gonna be hard to get her better pieces because they're already so good to begin with. But now she has over 200% crit damage, and that is thanks to the fact that I finally rolled her another Staff of Thoma. Back when I started revising my Rosaria's kit and her gear, like months prior, like months earlier this year, I was like, well, I think the only way for me to improve her crit stats realistically is to roll for Staff of Thoma, because that's her best in slot, as it is for basically all spear users in the game, because it's just, this spear is just that fucking good. But now that Staff of Thoma's gotten a rerun, now I've been able to finally get her own copy of Thoma. So yeah, I've retired her Blackcliff pole and given her own Staff of Thoma finally. So she's very happy now. I can immediately tell the damage difference, especially when I was using her throughout the labyrinth event that we have going on right now. It's about to end in about like 4 days or something. So if you haven't gotten it done yet, then you should probably get that done, considering it gives you a crown too. So yeah, my Rosaria is basically as good as she's gonna get for a long time. Now that she has her own copy of Staff of Thoma. Max talents too. So yeah, love my Rosaria. She might even be a triple crown candidate with how good she is, in my opinion. So we'll see what I want to do for her though. Diona, I should really get around to revising her artifacts at some point. Chongyun, I believe I've gotten his talents to 9/9 for his E and his Q, skill and ult. And I've also revised his artifact, his stat line, so he has 60% crit rate, 122% crit damage, about 30% energy recharge. Let's see, I changed him to 2-piece Noblesse, 2-piece Blizzard. I believe before he had 4-piece Noblesse, yeah, 4-piece Noblesse. But since I already have multiple 4-piece Noblesse users, I figured he would be better off just concentrating on his ult damage. So that's what I haven't built him for, or that's what I've built him as. So there you go. He's also at level 90, and I also have his copy of Wolf's Greystone at level 92. So yeah, whenever I want to use him seriously, he's there, ready to go. Sarah, I believe I already shown you her talents, right? Yeah, 12/12. They may have already been at 12/12 last month too. So Fish, no changes. Beto, no changes. Lisa, I was able to grab the constellation off of a shop, so she's now C3. I really want to get her to, what is it, C6? Because apparently she's really fucking good at C6. Or maybe not really fucking good, but she's actually quite strong at C6. But imagine getting a C6 for a fucking story lock character, Omega lol. But yeah, considering my Lisa has a very good stat line, I would love to be able to use her seriously. I mean, I've already used her for Abyss. I've actually used her to clear floor 11 or something, floor 11, floor 12 of Abyss. That was pretty fun. So she's definitely putting in that work for me. Xingqiu, I believe I've already shown you guys my revisions to him. He has, what is it, Sack Sword, and then using 4-piece emblem now, so. And then 99 talents, except for his normal attack, of course. Same thing with Barbara, no changes, I don't think. Thoma, our new character, which is the reason why my Wales log for this month is delayed by a couple days, because I wanted to include him. Because his banner is basically at the start of the month anyway, so might as well. So yeah, let's take a look at his stats. So his crit stats are bad, obviously. You can clearly tell here. I believe I'm kind of waiting right now to see what the smart boys for this game come up with, because as far as I can tell, his attack doesn't seem to be that great, like his damage. I believe he exists to be like a bit something like a pyro Xingqiu, I think I've heard him be described as. And using him in battle, I can see why they call him that. He's like a shorter range Xingqiu who's pyro, kind of. I think his ult doesn't last as long though, which kind of sucks, but whatever. But yeah, his main job is as a pyro applicator and an ult spammer. So yeah, who also scales with, what is it, HP percent or max HP. So after consulting with other people on Discord and on my own stream, I believe his best for now, until people figure out exactly what he wants, the day 1 artifact set for him seems to be 2-piece tenacity, 2-piece emblem. For the bonus energy recharge and for the bonus health. Because, like I said, Thoma scales off of max HP, and then his ult is, what, 80 cost? Let's see, oops, not that. Yeah, his ult costs 80. So, the extra energy recharge will help him spam his ult, basically. And his the extra HP from tenacity helps his, shield scale better, I guess, whatever it is. I don't think any of his talents or his passives or anything that he does like boosts his own damage, I guess. So yeah, that's why I think trying to put like crit stats on him might not be the best idea. I mean, you could try, especially considering Thoma's best spear is probably Staff of Homa, because who is it not best spear on? So I suppose if you really wanted to build him for damage, you could, but I think it's not necessary. I think he just solely exists to be a pyro applicator, and you use him with you use him as a to proc reverse melt, to help you proc reverse melt, or reverse vaporize, reverse vape. So yeah, so he seems like a very useful support. I suppose if you want to make him go full on support, you could put him you can use him with 4-piece noblesse, I guess, assuming that you can get enough energy recharge substats on him or something like that. But yeah, right now he has Scoured Spine. You'll notice that my Xiangling does not have her Scoured Spine because it used to be hers, but now that Thoma's here, I decided to finally put my spare not Miss Splitter. That's a sword. That's the sword. I decided to put my spare Engulfing Lightning, or Grass Cutter, I think it was his old name, to use. And now I'm actually giving it to Xiangling, and I've given what used to be her Scoured Spine to Thoma, because Scoured Spine is an energy recharge main stat spear. When I first rolled Thoma, I think yesterday, I gave him my spare, what is it, Favonius Lance, just as a placeholder. And after thinking about it a little bit, after I ended the stream yesterday, or after I ended my stream yesterday, I decided all right, I'm gonna level up my second Engulfing Lightning, give it to Xiangling, because she'll benefit a lot from it, and I'll give her Scoured Spine to Thoma. So yeah, I'm gonna get Xiangling's Engulfing Lightning to level 80, I think this Saturday, because today is, at the time of this recording, today is the day for these things. The Mask of the Keqing. But I don't have any more resin because I already used them all. So yeah, I'll finally get my second copy of Engulfing Lightning to level 90 for Xiangling. And so yeah, my Thoma is currently using Scoured Spine until someone else wants it, I guess. And artifacts, I believe his day 1 artifact set, he just wants triple HP. So HP main stat, Circlet, Cup, and Timepiece. And then these are his off pieces, I guess. It's kind of funny that I decided to use his flowers as off piece. But it rolled a lot of... I would have liked his crit damage rolls to go into HP percent, obviously, but I'll take that energy recharge. Can't have everything you want, especially not in Genshin artifacts. But yeah, this is his artifact set that he's using for now. And that's Thoma. Got his talents is level 6 down the line. He also takes Hellfire Butterflies, so he's going to be stuck at level 6 talents for a while, at least until my Kokomi is fully maxed out, crowned or not. And he's at C6. Benny, no changes. Shut up, Benny. And I've already told you guys about my Xiangling changes. Mainly for this month, just the fact that I swapped out her Scoured Spine to give it to Thoma and replaced it with my second copy of Engulfing Lightning. So, finally putting it to use. Yeah, very good. Albedo, haven't gotten him to level 90 yet because I was concentrating on, I was working on getting Thoma to level 90. But yeah. Nobody else, I think, has been changed. I think I may have picked up an extra Kea constellation, or was it an Amber constellation? It was probably an Amber constellation somewhere. But yeah, that should be it for the characters. Yes, sir. Let's see. Weapons. Have I gotten any more weapons? I did get 2 spare copies of Memory of Dust. I don't know who to give this to. I may end up pulling another, Scoured Atlas with my Mona, and just combine these spare copies of Memory Dust into the one that Ningguang has, I guess, because I don't know who the hell else would use these. But I'll just leave them alone for now. Let's see. Got a copy of Unforged back when it was whenever this thing was on Raid Up. Just 1 copy, just for the collection. Let's see. What else? Got a spare copy of Elegy. With Homa, I think? Yeah, when I was running for Staff of Homa. So, I got spooked by... Well, Elegy's on Raid Up, so I can't call it a spook. But I did get spooked by a 4th copy of Wolf's Greystone. And I'll probably level this thing up on its own and give it to whoever other Claymore user that doesn't have their own Wolf's Greystone yet and wants one. Maybe like Razor or something, I don't fucking know. So, there you go. A couple of spare weapons that I got. And I will level up later. Yeah. Trying to think of what else to say, or trying to think of what else to talk about. I'm actually kind of sad that I didn't get this thing leveled up all the way. Because oh yeah, that's right, because I was gated on these things. Oh well, whatever. Doesn't really matter to me. Yeah, I should really make a point to max level the event weapons, considering they take half as many the weapon crystals. So, especially considering that I eventually want to get work on like having every single at least 1 copy of every single weapon in the game to level 90. So. So yeah, I should probably concentrate on max leveling event weapons within their events, and not be so lazy about doing it. Is there anything else that I wanted to consider talking about? No, I don't think so. No, I think that's about it. So, I am considering rolling for another copy of Homa. It's just that I don't know who to give it to if I do roll another one. I'm considering maybe just rolling an extra copy of Homa, so that when we get another spear user in the future, and it turns out surprise surprise they want Homa as their best weapon, I can give it to them then as kind of like a future proof sort of thing. But I still am deciding on that. We also need to see who's coming up next on gacha anyway, like who's coming after this current banner of Hu Tao and Thoma. So because we should be going into 2.3 with the next patch. At least I'm pretty sure it is, with Goro and Ito, whatever their names are. So anyways, guys, that's about it. Thanks for watching. We'll see you guys next month.